What's going on YouTube world? Austin Zabak here with another YouTube video, and in this video you're definitely going to want to stay tuned till the very end of the video because I am going to talk about what not anybody else is talking about on the platform of YouTube, and that is, as you can see, wholesaling is saturated, okay? And a bunch of question marks because I want you to ask yourself, is this true? Now, obviously, I'm talking about wholesaling real estate, okay? So the question is wholesaling real estate saturated, right? You probably watched a ton of content online, right? And there's a ton of different guys and girls talking about wholesaling real estate. Now, if you're not familiar with what wholesaling real estate is, it is simply where you go out and you get a property under contract with the seller as the buyer, and essentially during your inspection period, you go out and you actually find a real investor that is looking to purchase the property at a discount, and you flip that contract to the end investor, okay? Therefore, creating a spread or arbitrage, making what they call an assignment fee, or in some cases, a double close, okay? Now, what I want you to start to think about is, you know, with all of the guys and girls talking about wholesaling, with all of the people out there talking about, you know, how to wholesale, how to get into wholesaling, how to market to sellers, you know, what kind of marketing to do, right? Should you do cold calling? Should you do bandit signs? Should you do direct mail? Should you do pay-per-click? Should you send text messages? Should you do ringless voicemail, right? What should you do, okay? With all of the people out there talking about these different things as it pertains to wholesaling real estate, I want you to think, man, hey, maybe wholesaling is saturated. Maybe there's too many people wholesaling real estate, okay? And we're going to talk about that right here, and we're going to dive into it. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a phenomenal video. Again, if you have not already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, okay? And click that like button for me as well, because I'm telling you right now, we're gonna get a ton of amazing content out to you and out to other people just like you that need to see this content. It's extremely valuable. Now, what I want you to remember here is that I've been in wholesaling for about 5 or so years. Okay, during those 5 years, I've done many deals. I don't want to tell you exactly how many deals I've done because, to be totally honest with you, and I'm not bragging, I'm not boosting, I don't have an ego, I don't know how many deals I've even done so far. Now, what I want you to remember though is I am a normal, average guy. I promise you, I am a normal, average guy. I did not get that good of grades in high school. I did not go to college. But I've been able to go out there and make millions of dollars wholesaling real estate. And now I do different businesses. I take the money that I make from wholesaling and I invest it into things like the ATM business and also into other things like real estate as well, but more passive income types of real estate. Okay, so for the purpose of this video though, I'm not going to go into that too much. What I am going to talk about with you right now is wholesaling saturated? And here's what I want you to think about. I want to first and foremost get your mind going. I want to get your wheels turning because, to be honest with you, you might be thinking right now, hey Austin, I want to get into wholesaling. I'm gonna quit my 9 to 5. I'm gonna go to a meetup. I'm gonna go to an event. I don't even know. Maybe you're like, man, I'm gonna hire a mentor. Look, I know there's a lot of people out there doing stuff like that. But what if you get in and there's so many people in your market or in your industry that you can't wholesale anymore? And that's what I want to kind of talk about in this video. So let's just talk about really quick the different ways that you can get a wholesale deal. Okay, so number one is direct to seller, right? Now that is, if you understand at all, you understand that in wholesaling, okay, direct to seller is basically the marketing that everybody's doing, right? It's the marketing that you're doing probably right now. If you're gonna get into wholesaling, it's probably the kind of marketing that you're gonna be doing because it's the most common. I mean, who else are you gonna market to, right? Are you gonna market to Starbucks or to 7-Eleven? No, you're gonna market direct to the seller, right? The seller of the property, right? And you're gonna say, hey, my name's Austin. I just purchased a property down the street. I'm a local investor and I'm looking to buy another property. I saw that you have a property on 123 Main Street, and I was just curious if you'd ever considered selling, okay? That, again, in some variation of that is going to be the pitch, right? It's gonna be the pitch, and it's what you're gonna say to sellers, okay? So when we talk about direct to seller marketing, this is where I want to encourage you to think, maybe this is saturated, right? Maybe that right there is saturated, and here's why, okay? Because there's so many people getting into wholesaling. It's literally insane, right? Everybody thinks, oh, I'm going to get into wholesaling. I'm going to make 10 grand or 20 grand or 30 grand or 40 or 50 or 100 grand, and they get into real estate, right? They get into wholesaling. You know, they don't need a license, right? Don't need a license, okay? And so what do? They get into wholesaling, right? I apologize about my handwriting, but they don't need a real estate license. They get into wholesaling. And so you've got, you know, all of these people. You got an influx. Okay, I'm going to write this here. You have an influx of people, right? Of people getting into the wholesaling business, okay? So again, we didn't necessarily have that big of a problem 5 years ago, not even 3 years ago, because social media wasn't as big, right? You weren't watching guys like me and guys like I'm not even that big. I'm tiny, okay, compared to the big fish. But watching guys talk about wholesaling, right? How to market direct to the seller. Everybody and their mom is talking about how to market direct to the seller. So what happens then? Well, you get into wholesaling and you're like, Austin, I've sent 10,000 text messages, or I've made 10,000 phone calls, or I've spent 10 grand on pay-per-click, or Austin, I've been running Facebook ads, I've been running Instagram ads, I've been doing everything, and for whatever reason, the sellers, none of them are interested in selling. They hang up. They're like, Austin, I'm not interested. I don't want to sell my property. Hey, stop calling me. You're like, wait a minute, stop calling you. I've never called you before. But the reality of it is the seller doesn't know, because they think you're the same guy who's been calling them every single day for the last 90 days, and they're sick and tired of it, right? So with direct to seller marketing, it is a big, fat numbers game right now, right? It's a big, fat numbers game. Why? Because there's so many people doing it that at the end of the day, you just have to be at the right place at the right time in front of the right what? The right seller in order to get a deal. Now, it is, in my opinion, okay, again, in my opinion, there is no, you can't type in on Google, is direct to seller marketing in wholesaling real estate saturated? Maybe somebody's done a video, maybe somebody's written a blog, but I highly doubt you're going to get a hard answer. So what I'm encouraging you to keep in mind right now is that I don't know that I love the word saturated, but I will say there is a lot of people doing this marketing, right? There's a lot of people all across the United States, all the way from California to Miami and everywhere in between. There's a lot of people doing that type of marketing, right? And again, this is part of the game. It's like Shopify or Amazon FBA or building an Instagram account, right? At the end of the day, we do all of that, okay? And you should too, by the way, but there's a lot of people because of social media, right? The access to information, okay, write this down if you're taking notes. The access to information has gone way up, right? Way up from the year 2000 to the year 2020. Google it right now. The access to information, aka how easily people, human beings like you and me, can obtain information has gone way up. You can do it way faster, way quicker, from way more sources, right? So I don't know that it's saturated, but I will say it is extremely, extremely difficult out there. You can do it, right? You can 100% do it. If you're watching this video, you're brand new to wholesaling, you could go direct to seller, you could go drive for dollars, you could download Deal Machine, and you could get out there and you could get a deal tomorrow. I know for a fact you could do that, but it could take you a year as well. Okay, it really could. So what's the alternative thing? You're like, Austin, I get it. Okay, you're saying, hey, look, because of social media, because of all these different things, direct seller marketing, man, it's a lot of people doing it, right? There's a lot of people hitting these sellers. What is the alternative, Austin? What is the alternative, right? What do I do if I can't do that? Okay, question mark. What's the alternative, right? And I'll tell you what the alternative is. The alternative is, what do you think it is? Just take a moment right now. What do you think the alternative is to direct to seller marketing, okay? The alternative is to do what nobody else is doing. To get what? Creative, right? Creative. Okay, you got to get creative. You got to say, hey, I'm going to go talk to other wholesalers. Okay? I'm going to talk to their wholesalers that are brand new to the business, and I'm going to offer them buyers. I'm going to say, hey, all the deals that you can't sell, let me help let me help you sell the deal, right? That's exactly what you're going to do. You'll do a lot of deals. It's called co-wholesaling, okay? So build a buyer's list, okay? You want to go to real estate agents, right? Real estate agents always have good deals, okay? Real estate agents, at the end of the day, I mean, think about it. You're a seller. Who's the first person? 9 out of 10 times. I'm not saying 10 out of 10, but 9 out of 10 times. Who's the first person you're going to call? Hey, real estate agent, I'm looking to sell my house on 123 Main Street. You sold it to me. You can sell it, okay? But hey, by the way, I've been here for 10 years. It's kind of a wreck. Tenants have been in it for a while. I don't got money to fix it. Agent's going to say, I don't know what to do, right? 9 times out of 10. Okay, not 10 times out of 10, because real estate agents, for the most part, are not that talented. They don't know what they're doing, okay? So understand that there's a lot of ways to get creative, right? There's a lot of ways to do this business. But what I want you to start to think about is the only way that you are going to go out there and actually dominate is to get creative, right? Or have a massive marketing budget, okay? If you have a massive marketing budget for wholesaling, when you get into wholesaling, then you can dominate the wholesaling business. I hope you found this video helpful, by the way. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button, okay? Smash that subscribe button. And I want to connect with you. I want you to drop in the comment section. I want you to ask me questions. I want you to let me know what you want to see. What is it that you want to see? What is it that I can help you with? Do you want to learn about the wholesaling business, right? Do you want to learn about this direct to seller marketing? I'll talk about it. You can do deals direct to seller. But again, I think it's not saturated, right? But I think it's up there with being saturated, okay? Because there's too many people doing it. It's a big fat numbers game. There's an influx of people. You don't need your real estate license. The barrier of entry is extremely low. Alternative, get creative, right? Go to other wholesalers, go to agents, build a buyer's list. There's a couple of other ways to do it as well, but I'll save that for another video, okay? I want you to just let that sink in a little bit, and I want you to take what I talked about here today and apply it to your life, and let me know. Can I make another wholesaling video? Can I make another type of video that you're interested in? I'm a real estate agent, right? I'm dressed up in this freaking suit right now, okay? I'm a real estate agent. Do you want me to make real estate agent videos? I'm happy to make them for you. Let me know in the comment section down below. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.